Dodger Stadium. Dodger Stadium today for Game 1 of the National League Division Series, the best of 7. Tonight, the Cincinnati Reds will take on the LA Dodgers in the best of 7 in Game 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles for tonight's game between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series, Game 1 of the best of 7. We go 7 games. Both these teams are loaded. All these are the top 4 of each league, and many have a claim to stake for the championship. Not Sparky Anderson, it's Lou Piniella. Lou Piniella, the manager there, and you see around here, this is Tommy Lasorda's club, that's Kirk Gibson, and he's ready to go. Danny Jackson will start off for the Cincinnati Reds. And when you take a look at Danny Jackson, he is a great pitcher. He is one of those, you don't hear too much about him, but he is a heck of a guy. Earl Hershiser, he's the one that you hear. And here's Earl Hershiser. He's going to start off 6 starts. But, you know, I don't know about these records and what they put. But I will tell you this much, that it's Earl Hershiser. He's going to be the big key, especially here. Barry Larkin, he's going to start off. And Barry Larkin will be here in Chavez Ravine. We're ready to go, and we're going to be underway. And fouled it off there, so Barry will start off. And Larkin will start off here, and Earl Hershiser. He's a great pitcher. He's a great hitter as a pitcher, but we do have DHs in both these leagues, and it'll be 1-1. So there's no more American and National League where they got to automatically get an out. You got to earn every out. Larkin, it's going to be 2-1. So Cincinnati and Los Angeles beginning their 7-game series here. Outside, it's going to be 3-1. Chris Sabo is on deck. Well, this is very big because, you know, if you can steal the first one on the road, a swing and a miss. And it'll be a full count. You can see the towels waving. High pop fly and underneath. And that's going to be an out, 1 out. So right to first base. That's going to be 1 out. As Hatcher with the catch. Larkin, Sabo, Cal Daniels, Eric Davis, Paul O'Neill, Nick Easley, Ken Griffey Sr., Bo Diaz, and Jeff Treadway. But Ken Griffey Sr., he is still on there. Remember, he started in the mid-70s with the Big Red Machine, and it's now 1988. I think it was 1990 he went to the Reds. It'll be on the ground. It's fair. They pick it up. They throw to first. They get it 2 outs. What a throw. And Chris Sabo will be out there. Hamilton, a great throw. The Dodgers in real life are world champions that year. Here's Cal Daniels. You have a lot of storylines going into this playoffs. Right now, Hershiser looking good. That's going to be a strike. So Earl Hershiser here in the top of the first inning, 2 outs. 0-1. That's going to be a strike again, 0-2 with 2 outs. The 0-2. Struck him out. We saw that coming. When we saw it breaking down, we knew that was going to be strike 3. A great pitch by Hershiser. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first. It's 0-0. Here's Danny Jackson against Sachs, Hatcher, and Gibson. Danny Jackson, 6'2", 205, hasn't pitched yet. You know, the first few of these games, you're going to get nobody. You get 3 rounds of 7 games. That's to win it all. Here's Steve Sachs now. Steve Sachs will bring it up. first at bat, and here's Danny Jackson. So Jackson for the Reds, and that's going to be a strike up high. 0-1. That's going to be on the ground. That key couldn't make it. It is picked up. They throw to first. He's safe. Steve Sachs, 85 speed, and they love it. Look at that. Steve Sachs gets on. What a bunt. Perfect. And Chris Sabo and Ian Hose, he dropped it right into the portion of the defense. It was really good. And now, here's Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher, it's going to be high. 1-0. So Danny Jackson, he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to get down and have the Dodgers, who are the 2 seed in the National League. The Mets are the 1 seed. And why, my, oh my, you know, both those teams, people think that the National League is kind of formality. They are looking for the Dodgers and the Mets. They're really looking forward to that. Jackson now, the 1-0, 2-0. He's not going. So Mickey Hatcher, first at bat of the playoffs, the 2-0. High pop fly center field, and underneath he makes the catch, 1 out. What a catch, Danny Jackson. Pitching, looking good here, and you have Sachs, Hatcher, Gibson, Mike Marshall, John Shelby, Jeff Hamilton, Mike Scioscia, Tracy Woodson, and Alfredo Griffin. They're a very good team. Some people feel everybody has a case for the World Series championship. They all do, and here comes Kirk. And this is a big at-bat. They're not going to go. It's 1-0. Kirk Gibson, well, he's the big guy. He's batting third. He's one of the power hitters, 3 and 4. They got him going third here, and they are going back to first. 1 out, 1 on. Jackson's got a slower windup, so they know that he could run. Low, 2-0. 2-0. Gibson, the pitch. And that's going to be a strike there. So Danny Jackson now. The 2-1 to Gibson. 1 out, 1 on. They're going to go. They're swing and a miss. They throw to second. He's safe. So they give up a strike, but they get second base. And they knew he was going, and Steve Sachs is on second. So Steve Sachs will get on second. And here comes Kirk Gibson now. The 2-2 with 1 out. Spy don't want Sachs on. He can steal. And that'll be fouled away. And Kirk Gibson, now this is a big portion of the bottom of the first inning. The Dodgers want to get a run here to start the game. They really want momentum. They want one of those solid, like 5-1 victories. Strike him out. And that's going to be 2 outs. They want one of those solid 5-1 victories. You know, one of those victories where they control the game and whatever. It's very rare that you get a game from first pitch to last pitch you absolutely dominate, but it happens. And here's Mike Marshall now, bottom of the first, 2 outs. And Marshall come through. And that's going to be a ball inside 1-0. Here's Mikey. So Mike Marshall here, the 1-0. That's going to be a strike. 1-1, 2 outs. The pitch. High and deep left field. This one is back. This is gone. No, it's off the wall. It's 1-0. They go to second base. They get him. But the run scores. The run scores. I thought it was gone, but it wasn't. It was hard. I lost the ball, but it was still in. And I think he might have thought it was in too. It was gone too, but he went to second. 1-0 though. We go to the second. Well, all of a sudden it was a good call and everything. Eric Davis will start off. And Davis to right field. And underneath caught one out. So that's going to be Eric Davis, one catch there. Mike Marshall in right field. Mike's played for a long time. I believe he played in the 70s. Here's Paul. Paul O'Neill would later on play for the Yankees. And Hershiser, and that's going to be a strike. Unbelievable. Little bit. Hershiser picks it up the first 2 outs. That last long drive, it was weird. It hit the top of the wall. I thought it was gone, and it wasn't. And that really screwed everybody up, and he was thrown out at second. That's what happened. Here's Nick Esaski. Nick Esaski hitting 6th. And that's going to be a strike. So Esaski, and will he go? Let's see. Yes, he did. It's going to be 0-2. 0-2. That's going to be a ball outside, 1-2. So 2 outs, nobody on. 1-0 Dodgers. Oh, right there, 2-2. 3-2 inside. Oh, they wanted that one. And now with the count full, the 3-2. And he's going to foul it away. Esaski. Cincinnati. That's going to be high. Reach for that one. Should end the inning. Deep, though. And that's going to be 3 outs. At the end of 2 innings for Cincinnati, the score, LA 1, Cincinnati nothing. Now we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. John Shelby will come up. The Dodgers 1, Cincinnati nothing. And here's Danny. That's going to be a strike. So John Shelby with the LA Dodgers in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And that'll be a strike quickly, 0-2. You don't want to go down against Danny Jackson. He's not bad at all. He's a good pitcher. Oh, and they strike him out, 1 out. So Danny Jackson, his 2nd strikeout. 1-0 LA on that long single. They tried to be stretched. You can see him trying to reach out on that one. Jeff Hamilton. Oh, they wanted that one. And it's going to be 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. High and deep left field. And let's see if it has enough juice. It doesn't. It'll go for a double. It'll be a double. And Hamilton gets on second. They're owning this game so far. And watch Hamilton. It'll hit the ground and they'll go all the way to second. Well, I'm wondering if the American League is a little bit closer than the National League. The Twins, they beat Boston in Game 1, and right now the Dodgers 1-0 over Cincinnati. And they're getting all the pressure in the world on here. Where's Mike Scioscia? Mike Scioscia 0-1. 1988 playoffs. Divisional round. The pitch, it'll be outside, 1-1. Next week, my stuff will arrive in Karachi next Sunday. That's going to be fouled off. 1-2. Danny Jackson doesn't want to get himself in a big hole. He doesn't want to do it. He's got one out and one on. He doesn't want to. High and deep right field. Now the question is, will they go to third? There's the catch. And no, they're not going to go to third. They might have been able to make it. And it's going to be 2 outs. So here's Tracy Woodson. So Woodson now against Danny Jackson. Oh, 1-0. Well, they got a run at second. Hamilton. He's 41 speed. They're going to have to place it in some part of the outfield they can't really get to. That'll be a hard shot, a base hit. They're not going to bring him home. So it'll be first and third with 2 outs, and LA really owning the first 2 innings. Oh, it's a long game, but right now they're getting to Danny Jackson. If you're the Dodgers, you need to score runs here, and that's going to be a ball inside. 1-0 to Alfredo Griffin. So Alfredo Griffin, 1-0 to him, 2 outs. I jammed him. That should end it. And it does. It's only 1-0. Boy, did he mess that up. And Asaski with the catch. The end of 2. It's 1-0 LA. So here comes Ken Griffey Sr. now. Oh, my goodness. That's not what he wanted to swing at, but he swings at an early strike. It'll be 0-1. Earl Hershiser on the ground, kind of jammed him. Short to first, to want to throw 1 out. You know, last game that we had, not much ball movement, a lot of walks and a lot of strikeouts. But now we're starting to get some ground balls here, and that's a good one. Bo Diaz. Here comes Bo Diaz. Earl Hershiser looking good. That's going to be down below, 1-1. Bo Diaz, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. The pitch. 2-2. Earl Hershiser trying to make do of Cincinnati here and struck him out. That's going to be 2 outs. So he sits down. Look at the pitches by Hershiser. That one was slow. That one was, you can see the swings and misses, the strikes. Hershiser looking good. 27 pitches. I don't know if he'd take any of them back. Jeff Treadway will finish the order. Let's see if he can go through the order perfect. That'll happen if he can get Treadway. That'll be on the ground. Short to first. That's twice he got outs that way this inning. So we go to the bottom of the third to score the Dodgers 1 and Cincinnati 0 here in Game 1. Steve Sachs, he has a single and he scored a run.
The second baseman, number 3.
So Jackson, that's going to be a strike. And that's going to be a swing and a miss there, 0-2. The Dodgers won, Cincinnati 0. Bottom of the third inning, Game 1, high pop fly. He reached for that one, And that's Barry Larkin with the catch, 1 out. So Barry Larkin, you can see one of the better Reds, one of the better Cincinnati Reds. And here's Mickey Hatcher flying out in the first inning. Bottom of the third inning. And that's going to be a strike. 0-1. And that's going to be 1-1. 1-1. That'll be 1-2. 1 out. Now jammed him again. Jackson seems to be going to that inside pitch whenever he wants to get the out. Those 2-strike pitches are coming inside. And Asaski, that was pretty good. Here's Kirk Gibson, and he's one of the heroes. Has struck out in the first inning, 0-for-1. And Jackson, bottom of the third, working short order the Dodgers. And that's going to be a strike. Kirk Gibson. A chance of MVP in the background, and that'll be a swing and a miss. Yeah, you don't want to chant that and have him do that. The 0-2. 1-2. 1-2. On the ground, it'll be foul. Bottom of the third inning. 2-2 inside. The 2-2 with 2 outs. On the ground and fouled that off. Game 1 between the Dodgers and Cincinnati. Minnesota upset Boston yesterday. And that'll be fouled again. 2 outs. Nobody on. The 2-2 to Kirk Gibson. Struck him out, and that'll end the inning, ending the third inning. The score, the Dodgers won. Cincinnati has yet to reach base. Fourth inning, here's Barry Larkin. He popped out in the first. Oral Hershiser's pitched 29 pitches, and they've all been pretty good, most of them. They've all had a purpose. It'll be 1-0. So Oral Hershiser. Great seasons. There's Larkin to left field. This will be their first base hit. Now he is fast. He has 88 speed. They're going to throw to third. He'll stop at second. And Barry Larkin, well, there we go. You see that earlier game, 3-2, Minnesota and Boston. But look at this. It hit the ground a little farther, and it would have been a little farther, and it would have been a 1-1 game. So here comes Cincinnati. They've settled LA down, and now they're starting to pressure the Dodgers. And that'll be a strike. Hershiser has to go. Chris Sabo, he grounded out in the first. Hershiser's such a good pitcher here. And that'll be a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Sabo would like to move Larkin to third. You don't want to bunt now, but you got to get him to third. That will. That'll get him to third, 1 out. That's not a sacrifice. That's a fielder's choice, and that'll be 1 out. So Chris Sabo, that is big. Very, very big. And now we go Cal Daniels. He struck out in the first inning. One out. Larkin is in sacrifice position. And he's fast, so any fly ball and that's done. Any fly ball he's done. And it'll be 1-1. So 1-1 to Cal Daniels. A big moment in this game. It's a scoring moment. We have an Adi scores today. That'll be on the ground. They'll run home, and they'll score. They'll throw to first, and he's away, and it's 1-1 with only one out. Cal Daniels gets on, and he might have even got there even without the error. But Tommy Lasorda is angry, and look at those eyes. That'll be an error. They don't even get the out. It was put perfectly. Here's Eric Davis. He lined out in a second. So Davis. And they're going to go, and they're going to easily get him. Why even go? Daniels, that's 2 outs. Why would you even go? Daniels looks like he's hurt, and Daniels cannot go. Oh, he might be out for a few days. That's not good. That is not good. Here's Eric Davis. And we're not saying he's out forever, but they're saying that's not good. So here's Eric Davis. And that'll go out of play. 1-2 now. What's 1-1 Cincinnati and the Dodgers? The 1-2. 2-2. The 2-2. 3-2 now to Davis. Paul O'Neill is next. Nobody on, 2 outs, full count. Base hit, and Eric Davis will get on. 98 speed, you know. That could be big. He could get a triple out of a bunt. But watch Davis. Good night. The 3-2 pitch. That was exactly where he wanted to put it. You're not going 100%. You just want to make contact if you're Eric Davis. Here's Paul O'Neill. He can score from first, and they know it. And that's going to be a sinker, ball 1 outside. Boy, that is not good whenever your man on first gets thrown out at second. He gets thrown out at second. And with that base hit, that would have meant 2-1 Cincinnati. It'll be 1-1. Lou Piniella. Piniella against Tommy Lasorda. They go back to first, he's safe. The 83 replay, Philadelphia won. Chicago was trying to get to the World Series. They couldn't do it. 1-1. And 2-1. Oral Hershiser. They keep throwing back to first. That's what you're going to get with them on. The 2-1 now. High pop fly. This is left field. Way back, way back. It is caught right at the wall. And no harm, no foul there. Gibson with the catch. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The score, Cincinnati 1 and LA 1.
Your attention, please.
Dave Collins is now in left field. You remember last year how we had an injury, and then I think it was the Braves or the Phillies? The Phillies had an injury. Pete Rose was injured, and then it was almost a miracle the way, I forget who came in and played out of their skull. It was truly one of the most unbelievable replacements I've ever seen in my life. Mike Marshall now. He'll be 0-1. He's 1 for 1 today. It'll be outside 1-1. 2-1. High and deep left field. This could be big. Way back at the wall. It is Cotto. Collins, the replacement. My goodness. Well, they put the right person in. Put the right player in. Collins, put the right guy in. I'll tell you what, welcome. That's trial by fire there. That's going to be outside ball 1. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Here's John Shelby, who's 0 for 1 today. High, and that's going to go to right field foul. One. That's going to be a maybe, no. And it's a catch in center field. 2 outs. Shelby's now out. Eric Davis with blazing speed. Remember, he has 98 speed. You're not getting anything in the outfield with Eric Davis. And that's huge. He can take an out, a double, and turn it into an out. Jeff Hamilton, 1 for 1. Bottom of the 4th inning. And that'll be fouled back for Jeff. 1 for 1 today. Danny Jackson, the pitcher. Well, you're going to have some days that are great, some that aren't. Some series that are great, some that aren't. But right now, every game has been pretty solid. The 0-2. Struck him out, and that ends it. We go to the 5th. Danny Jackson started out shaky, and he's ending up pretty good. 1-1. Asaski. Nick Asaski, 0 for 1. He flew out in the 2nd inning. Nick Asaski. This is to left field. 1 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ken Griffey.
Here's Ken Griffey Sr. So Ken Griffey Sr. batting 7th. 0 for 1 today, outside ball 1. So Ken Griffey Sr., unbelievable career, Big Red Machine, 1975. That's going to be they say he went. Remember Griffey in his last at-bat, that one ball was in the ground, he started to golf. And that'll be fouled away, 1-2 with 1 out. Hershiser in the top of the 5th inning. The 1-2. Jammed him. Now he's going inside. Hershiser was doing curveballs and going straight down the middle and working low. Now he's starting to drift inside. Outside 2-2. And Ken Griffey, if he can get on base, that would be big. The 2-2 with 1 out. No, 3-2 outside. Bo Diaz, 3-2 with 1 out. High and deep. Underneath in the catch, that's going to be 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Diaz.
2 outs. And Bo Diaz. He struck out in the 3rd inning. Cincinnati got a run since then. So he's up again. And Diaz, that's going to be fouled off. Oh, how big that is. Hershiser. That's going to be a ball 1-1 with 2 outs. 1-1. You can see what a game. That's going to be a ball inside, 2-1. That's going to be fouled away, 2-2 Cincinnati 1, the Dodgers 1, top of the 5th inning. And they're waving their flags here, the 2-2, 3-2. Treadway is on deck. Bo Diaz, the 8th hitter. That'll be down on the ground, third to first. And they get him easily by about 30 feet. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Halfway the game is over. At the bottom of the 5th, it's 1-1. Sosha, Woodson, and Griffin will be up. Those are not me. I'm in a room in Pakistan right now. Just announcing. So here we go. Mike Sosha, 0 for 1. That's going to be a strike. So Danny Jackson is still in, and this is big for him. Oh, is this big? So Danny Jackson, 0-1. High pop fly, got to him. Eric Davis is running, big hit. Well, he couldn't get to it. Eric Davis has 98 speed, and he ran, but couldn't get it. So we all thought he was going to be out, and you always default to Eric Davis, and if he were slow, you might see the second baseman go back. He might have got it. But here's Tracy Woodson, 1 for 1 today, and that'll be fouled off, 0-1. So Tracy Woodson, 0 for 1. Danny Jackson, a little bit. He has one on with nobody out. It's 1-1 game here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 and out, 1-1, sorry. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled it off. And 2 strikes here. Danny Jackson. The pitch. And they fouled off again. Woodson, 1 for 1. The pitch, 1-2. Struck him out. That's going to be 1 out. And Tracy Woodson knows that's a big out. Now there hasn't been runs plenty here. All these games have been low scoring. So you know whenever you get you get 1 on with nobody out, that's a big deal. I mean, the games have been, I think 5 or 6 runs has been most that any team has scored in a game. That'll be third. To second, it's 1. They go. He's safe. And they're only going to get 1. And there'll be 2 outs. But watch Chris Sabo. Watch the defensive ability. It's incredible. Steve Sachs now, 1 for 2. 2 outs, runner on first, but it's a different one. And that's going to be a ball up high. Steve Sachs, 1 for 2. He had a single and a run. But once we start getting stats and a couple runs coming the World Series, you have an idea of who's having a good postseason and who's not. And Steve Sachs here, 1 for 2 today, and that's going to be safe there. One for 2 today is Steve Sachs. And that's going to be 2-1. The 2-1. On the ground, should be able to get it. Larkin right to second, they get the out. I thought they would just go to first and get the easier one, but Larkin decides to go to second. We're still tied at 1. We go to the 6th inning. This is tense. Treadway, Larkin, and Sabo here in the top of the 6th inning.
Number 15.
wonder sometimes. This is a heck of a game, really. It's going to be a ball down low. It is tense. The first game, Minnesota and Boston, was 3-2. You know, I understand that we have all the aces here, and these games are going to be totally different later on once you get to third and fourth pitchers and you get to people. I understand that. It'll be 1 and 2 to Treadway. But for right now, all these games are low scoring. Even the wild card ones, 2 and 2. I mean, the Pirates won 3-2, and Toronto won 3-2 also. And that'll be fouled off. So I think, I said every game has been 3-2 maybe. 2-2, they get it on the ground and a base hit. So 1 on with nobody out. That's a third base hit all day. And Treadway will be on first. So the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, how big that is. Here's Barry Larkin, 1 for 2. 3 hits today, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Cincinnati. And that'll be down below 1 out, 1-0 with nobody out, 1 on. And as we said before, you got to be careful because inside fouls it off, 1-1. Cincinnati 1, the Dodgers 1. And he's reaching everywhere for it, and he's not doing well. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the 1-2 with nobody out. They'll be outside 2 and 2. The 2-2. And that'll be fouled off. The 2-2 now. 3 and 2. He walked him, and now you got 2 on, and Earl Hershiser is feeling it. This is now going to be a part of the game for Cincinnati, where if they don't get any runs, they're going to remember it. They're going to remember it. This is a big-time play now. Here's Chris Sabo. You got 2 on but nobody out. Even if they just go it, it's going to be 1-0 inside. Lasorda is just, right now, he's nervous. He knows top of the 6th inning, Cincinnati could get a road win here, which would be big. And that's going to be a strike. 1-1. Sabo, this is a very big at-bat. Top of the 6th inning. And down low, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hershiser. The 2-1. Swung and he missed. Nobody goes. That was a terrible pitch to swing and miss on. It wasn't even close. Sabo got fooled. The 2-2 with nobody out. And that'll run. This might be 2. They go. They get 1. They get 2. Oh, what a disaster that was for Cincinnati. And what a big play that was for LA. 2 on, nobody out, and you can see Hershiser covering first. You can see that double play was huge. And now with that, the win expects, you can see it drop 20%. And that'll be inside ball 1. Now this is big. Dave Collins, he's the replacement. Remember last year Pete Rose got hurt in the first game against the Braves for the Philadelphia Phillies? Well, Dave Collins, that was the 83 replay. Collins to right field. He might get an RBI. He does. It's 2-1. Dave Collins, the backup. Dave Collins, the backup. That's unbelievable. You never know. Dave Collins, he's the backup piece like last year. Whenever Pete Rose got hurt, I have to go back there, and it's now 2-1 Cincinnati. And these are 3 versus 2 seeds as Eric Davis will come up. You might see both 3 seeds beat 2 seeds. This is incredible. And they're going to go to second, and he got him, and that ends the inning. Dave Collins. What a hit. Unbelievable, Dave Collins. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Incredible blooper. Bottom of the 6th inning, here's Mickey Hatcher. He's going to be 0 for 2. He flew out and popped out. And now the Dodgers are trying now. They are anxious. Early on, it looks like the Dodgers were going to run away. They got a 1-0 lead. But Danny Jackson is still in, and that's a strike. Always getting the first batter is big if you're Cincinnati and you're on the road. I can't believe that, Cincinnati had 2 on, nobody out. They ran into that double play. This is going to be high pop fly. Sabo's underneath. And he's going to make the catch, 1 out. So Chris Sabo. So here's Kirk. He struck out twice. 7 games for these series. And right now, oh, that's a strike down low. Kirk is 0 for 2. Jackson trying to get out of this 6th inning, and that's going to be down low, ball 1. So Kirk, if he has any magic, do it now. Get at least a double. 1-1. That'll be a shot. That's a base hit. What did we say? It's going all the way to the wall. Gibson has 87 speed. He might go to 3, but it was a good bounce. If it would have bounced any other way, he would have been in sacrifice position with the triple. He gets a double, though. Watch the bounce, though. It's the most important part. Boom, straight there. And didn't go left or right. If it would have bounced one way, you might have seen a triple. And Kirk Gibson now. He has 87 speed. People remember him because he hobbled in that at-bat in 88. But that's not Kirk Gibson. He was fast. And that's going to be a strike there. People forget Kirk Gibson played college football at Michigan State. He was on there at Michigan State. He was a starter. I think he was a wide receiver or running back or something like that at Michigan State. And he decided to play baseball instead of the NFL. It'll be 0-2. You made more money. You still today make more money in baseball. I think something like Tom Brady makes the same as the backup shortstop for the New York Yankees. Oh, they jammed him. High pop fly underneath. And Eric Davis is going to make the catch. 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Christopher.
2 outs, John Shelby now. Man, if they get it in the outfield, they could tie this game up. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Danny Jackson. It's 2-1 Cincinnati. They go to second. He's safe. So Danny Jackson now. First pitch to John Shelby, who's 0 for 2. And that'll be a ball up high. You know, I'm not sure you're going to see too many 400-pitch games because these are the best of the best, and these teams remaining all have good pitching staffs. And it's going to be a strike there, 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning, Cincinnati 2, LA 1. You can see that they are worried. The 1-1. It's going to be a ball. They don't give it to him. It's 2-1. Shelby, 0 for 2 today. He's trying to knock in Kirk Gibson, who's at second. The 2-1. High into right field. It might be foul. It is foul. And it'll go into the, it was still in. But now it'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. Gibson is on second. I do have that idiot that's coming in and doing things. That's going to be high, pop fly, and caught. And that's going to be 3 outs. Two-one, Cincinnati and LA. Sometimes I have to worry about idiots like this. And the first thing is Eric Davis. He'll be down low, 1-1. Eric Davis. Down below, and it'll be 1-2. So Cincinnati has a 2-1 lead. They want to get another run to make it 3-1 and get the insurance and the buffer, as we call it. They'll be fouled off again. Hershiser has gone all this way, and this is the one thing when you have Hershiser, and he's going to strike him out, 1 out. When you have Hershiser and you have starters that are really good, then you don't, like Danny Jackson, you don't want to pull them, and that's going to be a base hit. And that'll be a single here. So there'll be 1 on with 1 out. In a 2-1 game, every run is so momentous. And they called ball high, even though it was on the thing. Asaski with 2 flyouts. Right down the middle. He could have launched that into left field. That thing could still be going. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Asaski down to his last strike. There's 1 out, 1 on. Griffey's coming up next. This might be 3 flyouts. Sosha underneath. He makes the catch. That's the 3rd flyout of the day. 2 outs. And now here's Ken Griffey. Popped out and grounded out. 0 for 2 today. Down low, 1-0. Earl Hershiser starting to struggle. And that'll be fouled off, 1-1. In all honesty, they want Hershiser to go 8 innings. They want to save their bullpen for their 3rd and 4th pitchers. And it's going to be safe there. That's what they would like to do. What you like to do and what you have to do is different. Oh, that's going to be a strike down below. Cincinnati 2, the Dodgers 1. 1-2, 2 outs. And again, it's going to be in foul territory. Same spot, Sosha caught it, but he's going to make Steve Sachs come all the way to first. Bottom of the 7th inning. The Dodgers are down by 1. Jeff Hamilton, he doubled in the 2nd inning.
The 3rd baseman, Jeff Hamilton.
So Danny Jackson, again, they want to keep him in as long as possible. And that's going to be a strike. Rob Dibble and Rob Murphy. Pick your Rob. The next pitcher that'll come in is Rob. Right-hander Rob Dibble's one of the best. Jackson now. Base hit. So a base hit, one on with nobody out. That is big. So Hamilton, his second hit of the day. And again, the Dodgers get somebody on with nobody out. They got to get somebody in, though. That's the problem. And now they're going to bring in somebody, maybe Rob Dibble. That's it for Danny Jackson. And now he's going to have to leave. Danny Jackson, a great day. A really good day. He wins 7 innings. But we are in the, he wins 6 innings. But here's Tim Burtsass, who wasn't even warming up. He wasn't even warming up. He's 6'7", 240. Burtsass, man, does he have a... He's got Socha. He's got 7, 8, 9 coming up. High in the right field. It'll be a base hit. It goes short. It was a hit and run. Now there's going to be 2 on with nobody out. And the LA Dodgers now have a chance. They have a big chance now. And it was a hit and run, and he had to stop. If he kept going, it would be first and third. Here we go now. Bottom of the 7th inning. And that's going to be a strike in the corner. He liked that spot. Tracy Woodson, 1 for 2, a single in the 2nd inning. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. You see Lasorda right now is absolutely intense. They know this is a huge part of this game. Outside 2-1 for Burtsass. 2 on, nobody out for Woodson. Oh, they're not going to give it to him. It's 3-1. Alfredo Griffin is on deck. Then you start off with the best hitters. Very big that they get him. The 3-1 with nobody out. Burtsass walked him, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out, and you're in the worst kind of jam. Look at everybody. They know. They know what this means. Here's Alfredo Griffin. And Alfredo Griffin now, you're just hoping to get a sacrifice with 1 out, make it first and second with 1 out. In a tie game, that's a strike. Burtsass has had both strikes counted right in the same area, and they've both been the first pitch of the at-bat. Cincinnati 2, the Dodgers 1, bottom of the 7th inning. The 0-1 with nobody out. Burtsass. High, pop fly to right field. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is caught. Are they going to do anything? They throw home. There's nobody. Nobody comes home. Paul O'Neill, what a catch. And for the Dodgers, that was a big miss. Frank Williams. Frank Williams will come in. 6'1", 180. And here's Steve Sachs. Steve Sachs, 1 for 3. A single and a run. Now the base is loaded. There's 1 out. And that's going to be a ball up high. Frank Williams, what a situation to come in. Up by 1, bottom of the 7th inning. So many ways the Dodgers can score here. It's unbelievable. And that'll be a strike, 1-1. 1-1. Steve Sachs, 1 for 3 today. High, and he fouls it away. If he can get a strikeout, that would be big. This is the biggest moment of game number 1. We know that. Their bases loaded, nobody out. Struck him out. There's 2 outs. Their bases loaded, nobody out. And they flew out in right field, didn't have enough. And then He struck out Sachs. So now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And the Dodgers went from bases loaded and nobody out and feeling jubilant to feeling really, really nervous. And that'll be ball 1-0. This is Mickey Hatcher. 0 for 3, popped out in the 6th. Now it doesn't matter if you fly out to the wall. A catch and it's over. 1-0 with 2 outs. Williams. That's going to be a strike. They give the corner there. It's all tension here. Bottom of the 7th inning, very much. It's going to be a ball on the outside. 2-1 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning. The tension is absolutely enormous. It's absolutely enormous. Swing and a miss. It's going to be 2-2 with 2 outs. They're down to their last strike. Cincinnati could get out of all the jam of all jams. 2-2. On the ground. He's got it. They're out of the inning. My goodness. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they don't score. We go to the 8th. Brian Holton will come in, but that's not anything. That is nothing. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the Dodgers don't do anything. And here's Bo Diaz. I still can't believe that. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the Dodgers don't score. That's incredible. High and fouled away. 0-1. So Bo Diaz. And that's going to be a foul. That's going to be outside. High pop fly, center field. It's going to be deep. Caught! Oh, Shelby with the catch.
Number 15.
And here's Jeff Treadway. And that'll be a strike right down the middle. Baseball's the one sport. When you really mess up, you got to pick yourself up and finish. Football, you throw an interception, the other team falls on the ball, that's it. Baseball, you still got to get up and do it 2 more times. And that's going to be fouled off. That was incredible the way that they couldn't get it. The 1-2 with 1 out, and that'll be a ball 2-2. The 2-2, 1 out. Struck him out, 1 out. 2 outs. And Treadway goes down. Now Cincinnati can't relax. They got out of one heck of a jam. They got out of a very big jam. But they need an insurance run. They need one. And that's going to be Larkin now. Fouled back 0-1. He has a double and a run. Can't believe it. L.A. had bases loaded, nobody out, and didn't score. High into left field. Underneath, they make the catch, 3 outs. Some people have left after that last inning, but I don't know. They could do it again. It's 2-1, bottom of the 8th. Here's Kirk Gibson. He doubled in the 6th inning. 1 for 3 today, doubled in his 6th. Frank Williams is still in. He got 2 of the 3 outs last inning in that miracle. And that's going to be a ball up high. John Franco and Rob Murphy. You might not see any of them in the bullpen, any of them coming in next. I think Rob Dibble should come in, really. There's going to be fouled it off. The 1-1 to Gibson. Strike there. 2-1. Gibson, and that'll be fouled off. 1-2. Sorry about that. 2-1. Cincinnati leads the Dodgers. Bottom of the 8th inning. Down low, it'll be 2-2. And that'll be jammed. Left field. And what a catch by Cincinnati. And that'll be 1 out. That's Collins in left field. He's a replacement. And now Rob Dibble. That was in the regular season. That is Rob Dibble. I don't know what in the world I don't know. I don't think those stats are too accurate. But here's Mike Marshall, 1 for 3, single and an RBI. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Dodgers down 2-1. And Rob Dibble is a very difficult pitcher to hit off of. And Dibble, and that's going to be a ball there outside. 1-0, 1 out. The Dodgers got to get to work, and they got to start getting on base here, and it'll be 2-0 inside. Marshall 2-0 with 1 out. Here's Rob. Swing and a miss. It'll be 2-1. 2-1. On the ground. Should be easy. Second to first. That's going to be 2 outs now. John Shelby. Shelby in the 5th. He's hitting 5th. He's 0 for 3. And he popped out in the 6th inning. And that's going to be a strike. John Shelby. 0 for 3. High, and he got into that one. This is back, but not far enough. And that's going to end the inning. We go to the 9th. Wow, is it tense here. The Reds lead 2-1, and they're threatening to go up 1-0. Sabo, Collins, and Davis. Here's Chris Sabo. He grounded out in the 6th inning. And right now, the Cincinnati Reds, this is huge. They want that. Here's Holton. It's going to be high ball 1. They want that insurance run. They don't get it. You never know with the Dodgers if they get the first one on. And that'll be a strike. 1-1. Holton. 1-1 outside. 2-1. Chris Sabo now. 3-1, and they might put Holton on. They might put Sabo on. Dave Collins is on deck. High and deep left field. This one is back, and gone! That's the buffer run. That's the insurance run. Chris Sabo has just hit a home run off Holton, and it's 3-1. Oh my goodness! A huge home run in Lou Piniella. You don't see him smile often, but he knows coming into Dodger Stadium and winning Game 1 is huge. Oh, this is so big. Look at this. Good night. Oh my goodness, 396 feet. And Tim Cruz will come in. 6 foot 190. Tim Cruz will come in as a reliever. It is 3-1. And it is silent here. Absolutely silent. The bunt, it's foul, 0-1. Here comes Collins. Dave Collins has been brilliant today. He came in for relief, and he's this year's, oh, there it is, the bunt. They throw to first. He is safe. He's 2 for 2, and he's made some great catches in left field. Collins has been absolutely incredible, and Hamilton couldn't get him. Look at this. He knew where to go, and that was a beautiful bunt. Yep, safe. Eric Davis, 1 for 3. And they're not going to do anything. It's 1-0. So the Dodgers still do not have an out. Eric Davis is fast. It'll be tough to get a double play. Oh, and they throw it away, and they don't run him. They don't run him. He has 78 speed. And they don't run him. Alejandro Pena warming up. It's 3-1, Cincinnati, they lead. Swing and a miss there, it'll be 2-1. Eric Davis, here's Tim Cruz. And that's going to be down low, 3-1, Paul O'Neill's on deck. The 3-1. High pop fly. And that's going to be a catch, 1 out, a huge out. And Eric Davis knows it. If Cincinnati could make it 5-1 or even 4-1 now, they would love it. They would absolutely love it. They'd be like, yeah. Paul O'Neill now, 1 for 3, singled in the 7th. That's going to be outside, nothing there, 1-0. They want to end this thing, Cincinnati. They don't want any drama coming into the bottom of the 9th inning. You might get some if somebody gets on for the Dodgers. But it's going to be 2-0 with 1 out. Paul O'Neill, he had that great catch in right field. What an incredible catch. And he turned around. That'll be in and a base hit. So O'Neill, let's see what they do. They're going to go to third. They might get him. They do get him. He's out. That was an easy out. They shouldn't have ran him. Shelby, what a throw. And that's going to be 2 outs. And that really ruined a lot of Cincinnati's hopes. Everything was perfect there. And here comes Esaski. Nick Esaski 0 for 3, and that's a strike. He popped out in the 7th inning. Nick Esaski. And that's going to be another strike, 0-2. Might get out of the inning here soon, quickly. The 0-2. And he's going to foul it off. Cincinnati 3, LA 1. They're trying to hold Cincinnati to 1 run, and they strike him out. The bottom of the 9th inning, Chris Sabo. Chris Sabo, there it is. That's the insurance home run. And we go to the bottom of the 9th, the Reds 3, Dodgers 1 here in Game 1. Well, here's John Franco. He's coming in, and I guess he's going to try and get the save. Jeff Hamilton, 2 for 3, a double and a single. The Dodgers need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Bottom of the 9th. And that's going to be a ball outside to Franco. Well, the Dodgers are deflated. They've had a couple times today. But they've been absolutely down and deflated, and that'll be 1-1. So Franco against Hamilton, and that'll be fouled away, 1-2. Bottom of the 9th inning, Cincinnati 3, the Dodgers 1. Here's John Franco. And that'll be fouled off again. 2 for 3 today is Jeff Hamilton. He's trying to get on, nobody out. Struck him out, and Franco with the off-speed changeup. And that's going to be one out, and the Dodgers are watching their game go away. They don't want to go down 1-0 in the series, but right now it looks like that's going to happen. The Reds started off being blown away in the first couple innings, and then they got their bearings and held the Dodgers to only that one run. And in the seventh inning, it got dicey, but they couldn't score. Here's Scioscia, 2 for 3 and 2 singles. They're running out of outs, 0-1 with 1 out. And Franco now. And that'll be fouled away, 0-2. Franco is starting off every batter in the hole. 3-1, so even a home run. And that'll be fouled off again. Even a home run doesn't mean they tie the game. They got to get somebody on. Bottom of the ninth. The 0-2, and that'll be fouled again. So Scioscia now, 2 for 3. Struck him out, there's 2 outs. And Franco's 1 out away from having Cincinnati take a 1-0 lead. And both third seeds, both 3 seeds will have a 1-0 lead. Both Minnesota and Cincinnati. So now here it is. Tracy Woodson has to get on. Yes, they get on or hit a home run. And that's going to be a ball down low, 1-0. Tracy Woodson. It's either get on or hit a home run. That's it. And if he doesn't do that, Franco and the Cincinnati Reds will take a 1-0 lead here in L.A. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. Tomorrow all the games go. The next play date, all the games go. 1-2. They're down to their last strike. Franco, he just needs one more strike. Woodson, the 1-2. And that's 2-2. They won't ring him up there. Two. Hard shot, base hit, the game goes on. And Woodson will be on first. So if you're a Dodger fan, the tying run comes up. It comes up. Here's Alfredo Griffin. And here it is. That's going to be a strike. Alfredo Griffin, 0 for 3, flew out in the 7th inning. Oh my. 0 for 3. The 0-1 with 2 outs. And it'll be low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is it. Griffin. He's 0 for 3. He's the last hope of the Dodgers. And it'll be 2-1. John Franco trying to shut out the Dodgers here in the 9th. High pop fly, jammed him underneath is Paul O'Neill. And the Reds are going to have a 1-0 lead in the series. They win 3-1, and what a game it was. Danny Jackson will get the win. Oh my goodness, what an incredible game by Danny Jackson. And that's it. So Danny Jackson, and that is it. 3-1, the Reds beat the Dodgers. What a game as the Reds win 3-1. Danny Jackson with the win, Hershiser with the loss. The save goes to John Franco, who came in. The Dodgers got 1 hit to make 9 in the 9th inning, but couldn't do anything with 2 outs and a runner on first. Some highlights in this game. Every winner, I believe, has had 3 runs. Collins, what a magnificent game he had. Chris Sabo, the home run to make it 3-1. And John Franco came in and got the final out. You can see Franco here on this one right here. That was Scioscia, the strikeout. Paul O'Neill caught the final out, and that's it. And the Reds have a 1-0 lead in the best of 7. The player of the game, Danny Jackson. He only gave up 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, did not walk anyone. The win actually goes to Danny Jackson, also 2. And the loss goes to Earl Hershiser. Earl Hershiser, he pitched well, only giving up 5 hits. He only gave up 2 earned runs. But that's the way it is. You only give up. If we're going to go to a post-game show, player of the game, Danny Jackson, and he also gets the win. Sabo, Larkin, O'Neill, they looked really good. Taking a look at the box scores, it looks like Collins went 2 for 2. What an amazing performance when he came back. O'Neill was there. Daniels didn't do anything and got hurt. You wonder about that sometimes. But Collins had an RBI, and when he came in, that is incredible. Davis, O'Neill, Treadway batting a double by Larkin, home run by Sabo, RBI, Sabo, Daniels, and Collins at 3 RBIs, and Sabo grounded into a double play. Base running, caught stealing was Daniels and Collins. They were 0 for 2. For Los Angeles, you had Hamilton, Socha, and Woodson, and you had 6, 7, and 8. Kind of reminds you of the old Baltimore Orioles in our first season when we had 6, 7, and 8 be really MVP, but we gave it to Davey Johnson. Hamilton, Socha, and Woodson all with 2 hits. Everybody else had 1 or 0. Batting at doubles by Gibson and Hamilton. The only RBI was by Mike Marshall. The error by Hamilton, that was the only error of the game. And the base running by Steve Sachs. Now stolen base, so they were 1 for 1 there. Cincinnati, and here are the pitching. Every run was earned. Danny Jackson gave up 7 hits, 1 earned run, 1 run, 5 strikeouts. Burtsass came in and only got 1. Really, it was 1 batter, and he gave up 1 hit, and he walked 1, and he got 1 out. But then Williams came in and had the hold as they had bases loaded, nobody out, and he bam, 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 and they got all 3. Rob Dibble came in for 2/3 of an inning, and John Franco came in for a full 9th inning to get the save. Hershiser got the loss. Earl Hershiser, what a display pitching. They're going to need him again. Now, don't look at the records up above. That is not the records of the 1988 teams. Those were 2001. So don't worry about that. Hershiser, Holton, and Cruz. And that is big there as they didn't play bad. Holton had a little bit of trouble, but it didn't matter because Hershiser gave up 2 runs and that was it. Holton with the home run, that was about it. Tim Cruz came in. 3-1 your final. Next day, Minnesota and Boston. It'll be game number 2, Anderson against Hurst. Then in the next day, I believe that'll be Monday or maybe even Sunday night. It'll be Monday. Toronto will play Oakland. Jimmy Key against Dave Stewart. It'll be game 1 of that series. Then Pittsburgh and New York will be game 1 of that series. And game 2 of their series will be Cincinnati and Los Angeles. Browning against Leary. For Pittsburgh, they got Bob Walk against Doc Gooden. You never know there on how anything will go. Well, that's going to be it for us today. It's been a great day. 3-1 today. Cincinnati upsets the Dodgers. The road teams have always won. It was, 3-1, 2-1. Pittsburgh beat San Diego 3-1 and 3-2, 3-2. Every game has been 3-2, 2-1, or 3-1. You see that? But tomorrow, Minnesota will try and go 2-0. Oh my goodness, if they could go 2-0, that would be huge going into the Metrodome. That would be a big red flag. Bruce Hurst against Alan Anderson. Have a great day. We will see you later.